a sick crosshair. I fixed the crosshair, guys. I'm going to take full credit for that.
Well done to DDK.
Oh, yeah. So
no more Jet Fighter crosshair. No more COD crosshair. We don't like COD here, guys. Don't like console FPS nabs.
Whoa. All right.
About mouse and keyboard.
Well, iBUYPOWER, I mean, they'll go into the pistol round now against eLevate. They're on the CT side, and for those of you, I'm sure everyone saw the SEVO finals, but hold that thought. In comes the push, fast and heavy from eLevate into the B side. They tossed into the back. Rush going in, just drops AZK. Shot into the side of the head. Brutal stuff coming in from both sides. Nice denial there by Swag onto XP3 as he moves his way in. Have to see now if they're going to be able to pull this one off. Swag does have a kit, so they do have time to play with. He's going to take down Rush as well. Desi's the last man standing, and he is able to kill so much time here. Gonna get a quick one-on-one. Daze goes down. Things not looking good now. Swag coming in from the side. iBUYPOWER, can they save this? Desi could just bring it back here. They need this good start against iBUYPOWER. That bomb is so far ticked. Desi has killed so much time. Swag will get the kill, but I'm afraid that is all she wrote in the pistol round. But iBUYPOWER got loads of frags, so maybe they'll be able to, they'll decide to bump the scouts.
Indeed, and
scouts,
it was quite nice watching eLevate in that pistol. I saw Rush jump past the CT opening in exactly the same way he did in the previous pistol round as well. And DDK crying for scouts, but there will be none. There will be no scouts.
Oh.
But there will be blood.
There'll be a mag, though. That's the close second.
We don't have scouts, but we do have automatic rifles known as CZs on the AZK. Hopefully he won't get DDoS today, as he did last time they played. Although I might have jinxed him there, but hopefully not. Anyway,
don't mention the DDoS.
There is only Swag on the A-bomb site at the moment. We have Daze joining him now, Steel as well, but we'll go down to XP3. But first we'll get the dink on him, putting XP3 on 40 HP. We've got safety numbers now, the T's come in. Nice jump there from Rush to clear Daze from the ladder area, and that is going to be 4 men down, only AZK remaining. See if he can get any frag. Almost gets Mordino down, 7 HP he survives. That's going to be an important survival there. He's got his Kevlar helmet through and his Gil onto the next round. And the nades coming out for eLevate here as iBUYPOWER contemplate a decision.
All right, so not really getting much for that investment that they put in, but that's okay. But for eLevate, they're going to be feeling absolutely fantastic. As James mentioned previously, we're going to get to see them in the following cups, whilst iBUYPOWER flying away to Italy for the Milan LAN, the Face It League LAN. Going to see eLevate picking up a kill onto Dazed, thanks to XP3.
Look at the range here that Desi has. I like to hold the angle to the left so we can see them kind of walking, but then that was allowing him to go to the outside so he could get flanked. But so he did have a superior position to my ramblings. He is going to peek. Oh, the rotation looks like it's coming in towards the B site, and they're all stacked here about power. This could be catastrophe for eLevate. They think the site's clear because of the passive positions from the CTs. They probably have they seen him now? Oh, he's going to go down.
Yes, he's going to spot this, but it's wow. Nothing found by the stack. They ran into the stack. That's kind of what iBUYPOWER wanted, obviously. But we're going to see iBUYPOWER bringing in the buy. And this is certainly a map where they're really scary when they get going. But of course, eLevate got the good start. They've got some bank. A couple Galils still in play. In fact, 3 Galils still in play for them, though. And Skadoodle on the AWP. So what are eLevate going to show us here? They're going to go for a fast head onto the A side. Are they setting up for these smokes? It looks like they might just be posturing towards that at the moment. And in comes more grenades here. So Swag is in the back with the M4. He does get smoked off. They're going to go for the set play. We saw them do this against SKDC, but can iBUYPOWER hold on in a better way than SKDC did as eLevate make their way in? So far, not much to be found. Skadoodle close range with the AWP. Almost going down there, just getting caught in the side with the bullets of Rush, and he does get taken down. 2 frags coming in from Skadoodle. He still stands strong at the back of the site with the AWP as Daze goes in from the outer catwalk, taking down XP3, and this Rush has been crushed. eLevate only able to take down a single man in Swag. And it's going to be iBUYPOWER coming back into the game with their first round.
Worth noting that the winner of this match will be facing off versus Netcode Guides in the final, who did manage to best Denial on the other side of this bracket. So congratulations to them. They will be in the final, and I'm sure they'll be watching this match in earnest. It will be a best of 3 in the final of this. Only the winner of this entire tournament will have the invitation to DreamHack Winter.
So we're seeing a much more passive round, a kind of a slow start here from eLevate as they take just, a more default approach, watching out for any aggression that could come in from iBUYPOWER, who are keeping it fairly vanilla themselves, as, at this point in time. Usually in the European matches, on the slow starts like this, we tend to see delayed mid takes. But what we're really seeing in eLevate at the moment is more grenades coming over the top towards A. Now, whether they do this to pull some players towards A, that's the question. Or whether they just decide to go in. Skadoodle does take down the floating player, the lurker in Desi over towards B storage as the push comes in on top of A. They're not going to let this A push rest until it works. In again for a second try. This time a man down before they make their way in. It's going to be Swag in the corner to take down the first player. AZK, Daze coming in as well. It's looking so good. iBUYPOWER with a very clean round. And eLevate forcing that A play. It's not going to work though.
These smokes aren't really working out for the eLevate team. The way they're going down, they're having to run through smokes to an area where they can try and plant the bomb. So the CTs are having an inherent advantage in that rather than being smoked off, they're smoked in. They're smoked into the area where the bomb has to go down. So the onus is still on the Ts to push at a significant disadvantage, and we've seen twice in a row now that's not going in their favor. So these smokes on the T side at least do need to be adjusted here for eLevate to allow them to breach the site. They may try and get the bomb down on the left side of the red cabinet rather than the normal preferred right, but the push is coming in here from eLevate, and lots of frags are coming in thick and fast. Only Steel and AZK remaining. Bomb does go down finally. So we have AZK approaching at the moment. He's going to face a wall of smokes and have not much information, but from what he does have, he will take down Wardino. It's going to be a 3v2 now.
Yeah, much better execution in from eLevate. And Steel will make his way up short. Combined forces with AZK does get eliminated by Desi. Things are looking very good. Still going to pick up the AWP. And will find himself to frag onto Desi. Just trying to get himself out of there. Trying to do the damage. There's the second frag. There's one more player to find, and Steel's going to get it. Of course, that is going to be nice. Not allowing anybody to get out of there alive. And iBUYPOWER still with some good money going for them. So they're going to be able to keep up the buys. They're ahead economically speaking compared to their opponents, thanks to Steel getting those 3 frags at the end. So interesting stuff, and something worth noting is that, well, actually we can come back to that. I was going to talk about the nature of the A set plays and comparing what we see in Europe and stuff like that, but a topic for a later time, as we're seeing the beginnings of this round pan out now.
So iBUYPOWER going for those 2 AWPs here. That was a huge end of round for them. Still wiping out the Ts, making it a very costly round. You can see they've got next to no grenades on the T side. And also, on top of the damage he did to their team, he did retain 1 AWP for his team. And what the hell was that?
Rush! What is he a spy? I don't understand.
He's paid off. There's a suitcase outside his door full of green bills. I'm not talking ducks.
Well, eLevate struggling now. Already down to 2 players. Make that just 1. I mean, that was a pretty huge kind of dink. I mean, he dinked him at a period where he was looking into the entry against the AWPer. So he basically had a lot to deal with there. Not just the AWPer, but he couldn't even shoot straight at that point. And not only, the fact that that shot gave their position away if they weren't already known. So, yeah, that was a little bit of perhaps a misclick, I should hope.
Anyway,
but, yeah.
iBUYPOWER once again retaining those 2 AWPs, and they're going to be building their bank at the moment, while eLevate are going to be on the eco. If eLevate picked the right spots, so they could abuse the fact that there are 2 AWPs on the IBP side and maybe get some damage in, but is he going to be caught in no man's land by Skadoodle, so that's not going to go his way. And I don't think mid is going to be an option in this round. We've got an A push coming in now. They are coming in 1 by 1, so I don't think eLevate are going to get any frags with that kind of strategy. Rush, last man standing, will just about get the frag on Dazed. Going to pop out slowly and then be eliminated by Swag. So minimal damage there for the eLevate team. They lost one guy in mid on his own, maybe possibly just running distraction, trying to keep the CT spread out while they push A, but they went in 1 by 1 and got cut down 1 by 1. We are going to be into the 9th round now. It is 4-4, so they are not doing bad on the T side at the moment. They've got half the round, so they're doing, you could say they're doing quite well actually, but they have allowed iBUYPOWER to build a lot of bank, and in that sense, they aren't doing great at all.
Yeah, kind of the beginning momentum kind of worn away as the eco comes in. Not going to be able to accomplish that much, just a suicide run.
They're just running in 1 by 1. Again, I mean, there's an argument to not funneling in, so you just all get cut by the spray down of an M4. But at the same time, if you're just leaving your teammates in there on their own, you're not going to stand much chance of getting the bomb down. You need to get those trade frags. You need to give them more than one target at any one time, so you can abuse the kind of advantage of the numbers game there. But didn't work out in those in that double eco from eLevate, and have got the AWP again on XP3. So we'll see who finds who first. It is going to be Steel though to find XP3, and that's going to be the T AWP out of action for the time being.
Yeah, and I mean, eLevate's initial momentum, when they're able to get the first 4 rounds off of the pistol, has kind of run out. So now it's kind of about their real cash game. You know, can they challenge iBUYPOWER when iBUYPOWER have the setups that they want, they have the cash that they want, and we do have Skadoodle at the back of the A site, who should be opened up to an angle soon, as we do see Ward slowly making his way up for the peak into forklift position. Skadoodle now going to spot him, but it's going to be Swag who does take him down from the toxic barrels. And Desi barely missing the shot as he is trying to get that lurker roll going. eLevate getting just cut down. They can barely make their way through the site. The smoke's proving very annoying, actually, as iBUYPOWER rotate very quickly and swiftly deal with that, and it's a 6-4 scoreline as iBUYPOWER are 2 ahead now. Look at the money. They've been winning these rounds just so effectively, just keeping people alive, and the double AWP setup is certainly working for them right now.
Steel's going to get some time to AWP now. You know, he was previously the main AWPer in teams he played, but with Skadoodle in the house, he has to take a back seat, but he is going to get a chance to play around on B. And he may get peeked by the bomb here. No, it is going to go going back towards mid, which is going to make a lot more sense. And eLevate find themselves on the eco once again. We have 2 people on the A side. Again, Swag doing great info recon there for his team. He's going to spray down 2, but he's going to go down to XP3. And his team need to push fast here as a team to get this bomb down.
Yeah, so just kind of facing 1 by 1, allowing iBUYPOWER to put the bullets pumping full of lead. And certainly they're going to need to get a little bit more creative than that to do more damage on these rounds. And you can see that during their eco rounds, during these situations, they haven't been putting the damage on at all. Look at the money of iBUYPOWER. They've been consistently every single round building economy. There's not really been situations, even when eLevate have been ecoing, that they've been able to challenge iBUYPOWER and actually do some damage, take down some players. So that's something to work on now, as iBUYPOWER is starting to be really far away from having to eco. Should eLevate bring some momentum back. Already a bit of a door push, going to take a quick frag there. Skadoodle does take down XP3. The trade comes in. Still going to try to actually push B storage as well. Finds the angle, hits the shot onto Desi. And that's another big frag here for iBUYPOWER, looking for those players, finding the positions, and executing the kills. eLevate in a lot of trouble. Storm goes down as well.
This could end up being 11-4 the way things are going for eLevate. And again, it was 4-4 just a few rounds ago, but that double eco's come in and they're on their most recent buy round, and it's 2v4. So things are not going fantastic. They are going to delay a little bit with full force the CT to try and cover both sides, but we have AZK in a better rotation position than if he was on the B bomb site, but they're going to have to make a connection now, and that's Wardino taking out Skadoodle, so it's going to be 2v1 as far as this bomb site is concerned. They need to get into it fast and get this bomb down. It's going to be really, really important, even if they don't win the round. They can plant the bomb in that smoke where they've just planted it, but the bomb is going to go down. Rush is possibly approaching the smoke to try and plant it. You can plant just by where the red cart opening is there, next to that smoke, so that would have given him some protection. but unfortunately he didn't get anywhere near it, and it is going to be 8-4 to iBUYPOWER. Got the force buy coming out for eLevate, got the 1 Galil, 4 AKs, a bunch of nades here, so not doing too badly, but they need to get this bomb down.
They really need to do a lot of damage here. I mean, the economy is untouchable. There's not going to be ever any ecos now for iBUYPOWER. They got to win the next 2 rounds just with better straight up play on the T side. Trying to work on some pressure towards middle already. eLevate not really hiding their intentions. There is AZK in the vents playing this max position. He's going to actually drop down back into the B side as middle is taken by eLevate. Swag going to find a kill onto Rush as they did try to set themselves up with an option steal with another peek on B storage. This man keeps doing these plays and disrupting the flow of eLevate. What are they to do now? They're 3 against the 5. The only positions they have right now is a B split, but I think iBUYPOWER are more than aware of this.
Indeed, the defense from iBUYPOWER in the second half of this first half has been fairly strong. They've lost minimal people. Those double AWPs have been in play for a very long time. You can see AZK playing the headshot position at the moment where obviously most of his body but his head is exposed. But his head will be ripped off here by Storm. Still getting a revenge kill. Wardino with the next trade frag. Bomb finally going down for the T's, this time on the B bomb site. Let's see if they can hold it. It's going to be 3 versus 2, so you can expect iBUYPOWER to have a strong retake strategy.
Oh, XP3 in the back though, takes down Dace already, goes up top, and this is starting to look a little bit better for eLevate all of a sudden. Now as iBUYPOWER go for this retake, that bomb is not planted in a safe position, but it doesn't matter. Ward in on the site, XP3 combining forces, and they will take the round. Great flank there, XP3 making that happen for eLevate.
2 rounds remaining here. They could make this an 8-7. It is possible. They get a free AWP out of that round, which is going to be important as well. They need to make sure they get that early frag. Try and shut Steel down on the B bomb site as well, who's made some really important frags here in the kind of early to mid stage of these rounds here towards the B bomb site. So we're going to see some aggression here. But it is going to be Steel once again making that early frag. Skeletal getting a frag as well on Wardino, so these AWPs just putting in so much work for iBUYPOWER. XP3 will finally take Steel down. Molotov's coming in on the B bomb site. AZK has to hold, does take down Rush. It is going to be a 4v2.
Good tag there from Skeletal. In comes the HE, and that is XP3 has to jump away. And Swag could find himself some problems, but it's going to be Des who does get taken down in the end. It's not going the way of eLevate. They're struggling so much to put together a play. iBUYPOWER keep making these pushes or these picks that just thin out any rushes that come from eLevate, and they are struggling right now. They're really badly to make something happen. You know, they did get that 1 round, bringing them to 5, which is actually quite respectable. You know, they can definitely work from, if it does go to 10-5, that's a scoreline going on to CT that they can definitely work with. But you know, that's not to say that we can't underestimate iBUYPOWER. Very good team on cash. You know, we got to see an extensive amount of cash in the Sevo match against Cloud9. That was brilliant. That was really brilliant Counter-Strike.
Right, so we are into the last round of the first half, and it is going to be obviously a force buy here. We've got 4 CZs, full armor here for eLevate, and 1 Galil. Smoke coming down to take out the corner of the site, which will put Swag out back to for the time being. Wardino getting 2 big frags here on iBUYPOWER. Trade frags coming in. This is a great push here from eLevate, and they're in good stead to win this round. Again, they've picked up weapons and they have the armor to boot. It's going to be 9-6 on their Steel, and AZK can bring this back.
That was so sick from Ward there with the CZ, and now we're going to see the iBUYPOWER. They weren't quite ready for that, but can they bring the retake? Can they bring it? AZK going to try. Here's luck. Steel coming in right now to try and help him out, but he's got the AWP in hand. The bomb is so far ticked right now, going to miss the first shot. Won't get the chance for another one, and that's a 9-6 first half. iBUYPOWER 9, eLevate 6. eLevate with the quick first 4 rounds off of the back of the pistol victory, and then able to put together another 2 after iBUYPOWER, you know, in running their full setups. So pretty good result actually for eLevate. But I feel like a lot of pressure is certainly on top of them on this pistol round. As if iBUYPOWER get a good start on the economy, I mean, you want to favor them generally in this matchup for sure. So.
Yeah, these are good numbers here for eLevate. I know Devilwalk on Fnatic says that Cash is a 10-5, 9-6 type map, and we do have the 9-6 score right here. I know iBUYPOWER would have been keen to get some more rounds in the bag there. And again, as you said, DDK, if eLevate can take this pistol here and they don't get anti-ecoed, then it's going to be likely to see a 9-9, and anything can happen at that point.
So already we're seeing that iBUYPOWER posturing towards NA play. However, there are two players at the back of the site for, or sorry, there is a rush at the back of the site for eLevate. He is going to have to be quite key here. The boost is coming in as well. XP3 might be able to quickly flank them, and this could be key now. They've got to hit the shots. The smoke is going to cut off Rush. A lot of this is going to be down to XP3 coming in from the back. XP3 is now there on the back, on the flank. Can they deal with him? He's putting in work, putting in damage, and it's going to be AZK takes him down straight away as iBUYPOWER are looking good. But so eLevate, they're 3 against 3 right now. AZK with a nice frag into the smoke with the Glock, and things are getting really bad for eLevate. Just Ward now, trying to make it happen, but it just won't. And that's going to be the frag, Skidoo, and the round for iBUYPOWER as they do go 10-6. And this could get bad real fast. I wonder what eLevate are going to do to try to stop this potential swing in momentum.
Indeed, that is quite bad. And we've got the AKs coming out straight away here for iBUYPOWER. We've got Steel with the MP7 and Scoodle with just with the P250. Of course, he is going to be using some nades, but mainly saving for that AWP. So Kenya style, just going with the armor piercer.
This lack of a buy from eLevate makes me think they're going to go for the only one eco into a buy instead of 2 ecos. Where because usually if you're going to go for 2 ecos at the CTs, you're actually going to be buying up the pistol armor or something like that. You can keep the pressure on in that way, but that's kind of the philosophy about it, is that you want to try to keep the pressure going so that you can keep their economy down. And so this leads me to believe that eLevate might be trying to go for a buy after this. A very scrappy buy with a lot of Famises. We'll have to see how that plays out. So far, no one has been lost for either. Well, now that I say that, still will find Ward. And the stack is perhaps discovered now on the A site. So iBUYPOWER correctly going to B right now. AZK shooting range there.
Oh, he could save this AK as well. He's got nothing to lose by going for it. No armor, no pistol, nothing. And he is getting chased by Swag, however. Let's see if they can hunt him. Hunt him they will. Everybody leaving the bomb sites at the moment, but this means he could get some great damage in as well. And this could count. If he could get one more frag there, and that may have had a lot to say about how this next round plays out. Let's see if Steel retains this MP7. We do have this FAMAS buy coming out. This could be a catastrophe for iBUYPOWER. Obviously not expecting this. Skidoo just with a pistol still, and they're still. Is he gonna? He has upgraded that AK after all, and thrown the MP7 over to Skidoo. So we'll see who comes up trumps in this round. We do have Wardino with the Mag 7 as well, which could do fantastic damage depending on where he plays it. Let's have a look at where he's going to go with that. So he's going to play the close B, but he's not going to have anybody asking questions of him just yet, as iBUYPOWER are spread out, looking for potential aggression here from the CTs, and going to play the range game. Daze goes down to 27 HP and will be getting the shortest straw with that MP7 now.
Yeah, and I mean, I wonder if iBUYPOWER read the same thing that I did, because if they did, they will be obviously expecting this buy from eLevate, but they'll also know that they'll be low on nades. So we'll have to see how this comes into play. See a late smoke there from eLevate onto A main as Rush looks close for some angles just to see if he can clear out and some possibilities here. And a bit of a pop flash to get himself perhaps some info in. He didn't peek in though. He's going to fall back slowly. We're seeing that iBUYPOWER very spread out. They're very wary of potential plays on the aggression from eLevate. They don't want to give anything away.
Oh, look at the fake from Swag and look at the rotation from the CTs. We have Rush slowly moving away from the B bomb site. So Skidoo will get the frag on Wardino, shoots him straight in the head. And gets the second one on Storm, and that's going to be the B bomb site down. We have one more player here, but the numbers game may prove too much. XP3 taking out Skidoo. Desi taking out AZK, but 2 trade frags come in here, XP3 and then Rush going down. Desi will be the last man standing, so this buy has not worked here for the CTs, and they are going to be in trouble here.
If Desi can get a couple more frags here, this actually could work. As far as the investment is concerned, just to keep iBUYPOWER down. But yeah, it's certainly a worst case scenario. They did really need to take that round with that early pressure obviously, they're going to be on eco now. And able to buy in the following round. But again, it's going to be a weaker buy. It's not going to be as weak as that previous buy, but it's going to be a weak buy. They're going to go for the full eco again.
Interestingly, Skadoodle hasn't picked up the AWP yet. Obviously, they're going to expect that the CTs are going to have to eco once again. So he's going to go for the dexterity rather than the risk of the AWP versus potential stacks of the CTs here. See them just picking up some information there on the A bomb site, which will make the Ts move a little bit faster in that direction. But they are still spread out across the map, making sure their options are open and no flanks are coming in. So we can see Steel just hanging around by the B bomb site for the time being. Nades coming over towards mid. Little tags here and there for eLevate, but nobody's dead just yet. And Daze has been dinked to 23 HP, and Swag is on 3.
I have to see, I mean, how this works out now for Swag. I mean, he's over by Squeaky, and he's going to actually go back a little bit, just trying to converge on the position of the bomb right now. Most of the players are iBUYPOWER moving together, and they're going to make their way towards A to try to give Swag some help through Squeaky. He's going over middle, over the top, and Desi gonna maybe just jump in. He might just find the kill on Swag. He does get the kill onto Swag. He's gonna be able to pick up the weapon as well. This could get really evil, but he's going to get taken down immediately. So iBUYPOWER handling the situation as Ward and Storm are now left. Storm has himself an AK-47 though, and we'll have to see if he decides to try to get really aggressive here. It is a 2-on-3 situation. There's no kit in play though, and he's gonna get taken down long range by AZK. I have to say, I love that boost that they do there. We're starting to see this come into play a lot now, that boost in Europe and America, and it's certainly very effective at the back of the site on the defense.
Indeed, so we'll see Skadoodle now. He brings out the AWP. Now he knows that the CTs are going to be on that full buy, and we can see we've got max nades, max M4s here for the eLevate team. So let's see if they can elevate themselves up the scoreboard here and bring it back as iBUYPOWER are on 13, eLevate on 6. Got the warbangs coming in early, but no one's taking any damage just yet from either team. Again, we've got Swag loitering around the door as he does. His people will know that that's where he's going to be playing, so we may see some warbangs from him through the grills, through the doors, etc. But for the time being, we have passive positions here. iBUYPOWER trying to get some information from that boost on the truck down towards mid. We do have Steel peeking towards B. Is going to eat a nade. That's going to be 50 HP. Looking for the headshot, but not going to be a peek. Second nade comes in, but he manages to avoid most of the damage. Only taking 3 damage from that second grenade. Looks like iBUYPOWER are going to be heading towards the A bomb site after all.
Yeah, Scream's doing. Steel. There we go. Got there in the end. Steel's doing a really good job there on the B side. He's actually keeping a lot of pressure. Those two players are going to basically just be staying on that site whilst iBUYPOWER able to freely play with middle and A, and that's really important that he was able to do so much there as he now rotates towards the A site. Rush is actually going to get the pick onto AZK as they try to make their way in right now, but we can see that players on B are still quite static, staying over at B. The rotation comes in now, Steel gets the frag onto Rush. iBUYPOWER make their way in, Swag with another shot through the door, does take down Desi. It's a 3-on-3 situation with the bomb now not yet planted. Skadoodle coming in, great shot there onto XP3. As Ward is going to just go straight through the smoke, finds the planter, the bomb won't go down. Big plays coming in from eLevate, saving the round. And Skadoodle, can he survive? Does take a quick no-scope there onto one player, but he will go down, 13-7. And very interesting stuff here, very chaotic.
So you can see iBUYPOWER going to force it up. They don't want eLevate to build any semblance of a bank account here. They're going to be looking to destroy them and their entire state, everything they live for. So Dave's going to buy the AWP, throw over to Skadoodle, and just go to P50 for the moment. So got confidence in their ability to take this round despite a 1-weapon deficit. Once again, we've got Steel heading towards the B bomb site. Just 1 point of damage on him after that nade from the CTs. And CT's going to be flashing themselves into main. Going to be looking for some information at the moment and decide where to put most of their players. Steel's going to walk straight through into the B bomb site. He is causing all kinds of shenanigans over there at the moment. Great play by him. It's going to not take any damage there while he shoots towards the down to 12 HP. It's going to be useful later on. Desi does go down in main after a tag through the box from Skadoodle. Skadoodle left with 32 HP, but he is an all pass, so that doesn't really matter that much. Just got to watch out for some grenades though.
We're going to see Steel actually, look at this. Covert operative He actually moved between two players and found himself now in a ridiculous position as they are trying to make picks towards A, and all of a sudden they're like, what the hell happened? How did Steel get there? And he's going to take down Storm in that effort, and now eLevate are just completely just disassembled in this round. They don't know what to do as the push is going to come in onto B. Of course, there is an award there, but he's got 12 health left. He's not got a position. He's very exposed, and XP3 is going to come in and slowly get taken down there, or finally get taken down there by XP3. One thing I've noticed actually is that Steel has been abusing B very often because they don't play the vent area. You can play the vent area on the long ranges and obviously keep the potential alive to boost up into the vents and stop Steel from just walking in. He's been doing that almost every single round, looking for the picks and just looking for anything sneaky that he can do, and it's been really effective for iBUYPOWER, and eLevate have not been punishing that.
Steel and AZK are top fragging for their team, 21 and 20 respectively, so great work from them. Rest of the team not so far behind at the moment, and the eLevate team are spread out kind of evenly as well. Not sure what XP3 is doing over here, but you have a lot of iBUYPOWER plays in A main. That's going to be 2 tags there, XP3 and Rush working together, taking out Daze and Swag. Skiddoodle gets revenge on one of his players though. The GoTV going bananas.
Still came from the back again, as usual. He likes coming from the back, it seems, on Cash. He's going to go down. They are locking it away. 15-7 now. eLevate can't quite scrap together any momentum. This is what I was afraid of, is that iBUYPOWER, it's going to be harder to break their momentum for eLevate on the T side.
Yeah, so it looks like the stronger team will prevail here as they do find themselves at match points and 1 round away from a final here versus Netcode Guides to see who makes it out to sunny Yongshiping here in November. We are going to see a fast push towards the A-bomb site. Rush is going to go down to the Steel of Steel. And we have the rotation coming in from 2 CT, so let's see if they can defend this bomb site with FAMSs and M4s. Desi will stop Daze from coming through the door. AZK will get revenge, and the second frag on the site as well. That's going to be a A-bomb site open.
AZK, what are you doing, my friend? I think that was just, I don't know. AZK, he's a scumbag, man. He just
40 knows the last man standing here to eLevate. His team are up against match point right now, and Skiddoodle will give a late pick.
Oh my goodness. AZK didn't deserve that frag after just mercilessly just executing Steel for no reason.
Yeah, he wanted the glory. So congratulations to iBUYPOWER. They will find themselves in the final once again against